on our last podcast, well, a couple podcasts ago, we had Shima on, and he talked about a story where before you guys got on Senate, you were flown out to like an airport near LAX. You all had separate hotels and made the offer for you to go on Senate. And I think you said yes, but then Shima said no. And then you eventually ended up going on to Mindgame with him and Shane and everything like that. Do you know is there a backstory behind that?
Yeah, you're talking about the trip when we all went to the hotel in separate rooms and stuff,
Yeah.
right? I guess I didn't really know what was going on with Shima at the time, or even know about Mindgame or anything. Yeah, I guess it makes sense now that that's why he said no or whatever. I just didn't even really think about it when the whole team was forming and all that. But yeah, that was interesting times. I almost forgot about that trip.
Can you put us in that room with you? Like, what do you remember? Like, what happened? Like, how it all happened?
I remember Matt Mance, I think, said that's what he thinks it is about us running for Senate or whatever. So that was the only like really hint I had. I really didn't know what was going on with it. It was a bit of a mystery. It was funny how Arlo put all that together, I assume.
And how did they pitch it to you when you got there?
Oh, like in the conference style room or whatever with a blackboard or whatever, and just putting the whole concept there and using the graphics that they're going to use for the company and laying out the whole what would you call it, mission statement of the company and whatnot.
Yeah, it was just like ride for Senate. It was kind of a no-brainer at the time because Senate's like the biggest company, right? And Arlo's involved too, Brooke Howard Smith.
Yeah.
That was like a no-brainer for you?
Senate and Bravo kind of seemed to change their what do you call it? I don't know, business plans or whatever over the years. Like it seemed like it was getting smaller. I'm trying to think back then, but yeah, at some point, really wanted to ride for Mindgame, and those were the guys that I wanted to, skate with, and that's one sponsor that I kind of chased,
You approached Shane with that, or I'm guessing you approached him with that?
I think I approached Dustin first, and he was kind of like standoffish about it all, and
oh, no way.
Oh yeah, kind of like we have our own kind of thing.
Oh shit!
Not exactly part of it. I'm like,
that's cool, man.
I could hang, man. No, but yeah, I think after skating with Dustin Moore and Shima and the Mindgame guys, I think they got more respect from me, and certainly from Shane Coburn, and obviously that was first real good street section I kind of came out with, I guess.
Yeah, no, totally. And I think they did. I know when we first watched it and we saw how they, no one knew you were on the team. The video ended. It was like one of the most epic secret parts. Like Brain Fear Gone was your name rearranged. And so they did a really good job with that. Was it hard keeping that under wraps from like other people? Were you like keeping it secret from other pros and friends? Like, was it, how was the process?
Yeah, that was interesting. My friend Anton Kennedy used to skate with a lot back in the day. They came out with the ad for Mindgame or Brain Fear Gone, and it's the silhouette of my head in the magazine, but you can't tell who it is.
Yeah.
But he like called me right away. He's like, "I see you in what the hell?"
That's sick. Was it tough not telling your? Because me, like when. It's really hard, like keeping those things down, like especially when you're working on a project that's so cool.
Yeah, it was exciting though. Yeah, I don't remember. There were certain people that knew beforehand.
Yeah.
Do you remember how that idea all happened? Like, I'm sure it was probably Shane that has all these crazy ideas, but like, do you remember him coming up to you like, "Oh, we're gonna keep this a secret for now. Like, we want you on. We're gonna have you portrayed in this way." Like, do you remember that stuff?
Yeah, he wanted to, have it be the last section of the video at the video premiere and to release it like that. And at the time of the premiere, of course, most of the people that were there knew I was a part of Mindgame at that point, but not everybody, and it was kind of it was put together well. It was a good little. That was an emotional moment for me too. Looking back, just being in the theater, watching that all unfold.
Yeah, I'm just trying to imagine that right now, because I think a lot of people from this generation don't know that there were a lot of like really bigger premieres. Like they would rent out theaters, everyone would go. It'd be like after an event or something like that. So when like the parts came up, it was just this huge energy and this complete reaction. Like that was just a high energy reaction. But I can't imagine there like some people knowing, some people not knowing, it being a surprise, and that being the video, which was such a monumental video,
totally
and then that part at the end too, being such a monumental part. People were probably going nuts.
Yeah. No, it was good times, man.
You couldn't keep that a secret at all these days with like the internet and all this shit. Like there's no way you'd be able to keep a writer on such a high profile, a high profile writer on a high profile company. Yeah, everyone would just, shit would leak.
Oh yeah.
That can never happen again.
Right, the way internet is, yeah.